It's really great when you're an artist because obviously you never really have a budget to work with, so you have to be very creative and figure out how to make something great out of nothing. A friend of mine dabbled in stained glass for many years, and she kept saying to me, take my scrap glass, make something, start working in glass, and I kept saying no, no, no. It lasted about 3 months. Finally, I just said, fine, give it to me. And I made a box, and I didn't really like the process of stained glass, but there was this really weird offcut, and I picked it up and I went like this, and that's where I started over 25 years ago. And I've never looked back. I absolutely love glass. So if she had never forced that glass onto me, I wouldn't be here today. Oh, just being able to create, just having an idea and wondering if I can pull it off. It's fantastic to be able to do that. Sometimes the ideas really don't work the first time or the second time, possibly not even the third time, but I persevere. And so sometimes a piece can take a couple of years actually to make, to have it to the point where I can sell it, where I'm happy with it. Glass is very, very expensive, so I don't like to throw anything in the garbage. It's helping the environment by keeping it out of the landfills. It also obviously helps my budget and keeping it in the studio and recycling it that way. So I start with a large sheet, I'll cut out what I need, then that sheet, the offcuts of that get put into another shelving unit, and then the smaller pieces get put into buckets up on top, and I spread it out that way and use it. So I had to learn techniques in order to use the scrap glass. It's fabulous because it really forced me forward, which I wouldn't have again. If it was probably a cheap material, I very possibly may have thrown out, I don't know. So it was a great way to push me forward and work within my means. Pretty much a lot of it actually, like for the roof here, for some reason the ceiling didn't reach from beam to beam. So I cut that back, laid that wood, and then used the wood from the original wood, which is like 1880s, for the shelving units over here. The reeds, a friend of mine was throwing in he was actually going to burn them, and I'm like, no, 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 it's a wall. So I built the wall out of that. The tree somebody else gave me, it's just the boxes. A friend of mine owned an apple orchard, and they're authentic from down the road, and so I used those. The expense. It's incredibly expensive on a small budget. It's difficult to keep it going some days. So hence recycling is very, very important to me. And that's important for me, my little footstep in the world. But it's a phenomenal journey being able to do that, and I absolutely love that. I'm very lucky.